Great.
You said we'll change it.
Next on the agenda, we have buildings and grounds. Turn it over to Steel to fill out. Yeah. Oh.
It's about senior city.
I told her Forsyth would have appreciated that, because he didn't want to do buildings for the girl.
Yeah. Yeah, I can read it. I'll use like the copy.
That's it.
Okay.
Good afternoon. I hope you all lunch was good today.
Now we're all sleepy. You passed and we're all sleepy. That's good. We don't ask a lot of questions then, are we?
I don't have a lot. Just gonna go with the flow. Chrissy Davis. The, first thing, of course, I have, to ask the commissioners, county manager, or whomever, I would appreciate if you take in consideration for, if you look on your sheet down at the bottom where it says large project notes, noticing the notes, so I threw in a few other notes about the request for a little bit of increase in our salaries, for my staff and myself. And of course, everybody is suffering the consequences of what's going on with the high gas prices and all that good stuff. To me, it's like a cost of living crash. But, I guess it's life. So, then, as you can see, the jump from the, then I had requested a part-timer custodian slash maintenance worker to this both department. Because it seems like I can do a part-time, or quickly not being a full-time. And, I was, let's see. With the large, let's start with the large project. That's, 580. That's where you all have your sheets. Estimates attached, the sheets. You don't.
I just have one. That one I don't have. Sorry.
Yeah.
I was like, I can read this, but I didn't have all
I
that.
thought that it went through, but unfortunately, it didn't make it through the computer.
Now I can follow. We're good.
So we have the generator, the request, the Department of Social Services. Let's see. We have a quote for the sidewalk here at the courthouse, the new courthouse.
I'd like to talk about that with you a little bit. We've had citizens nearly trip and fall down the steps in front of the new courthouse. And the first I think, well, where are those steps? Well, they're right there off the parking area.
Yeah.
And for somebody exiting the new courthouse, the patio up there is made out of bricks is about an inch below the first step. So it's a trip hazard, and we've had people just about do a face plant down staircase and come visit with me and talk about it. And as I talked with Crystal Acker about options, we have discussed the possibility of removing all of that trim, not under the canopy, but from the columns forward and replacing it with concrete, replacing the steps with concrete, and then the sidewalk that goes toward the 200 building. I think we talked about replacing that as well. Am I accurate on that?
From one end, the whole entire sidewalk.
Yeah.
From one end to the other end, up the steps and on the foyer, but not under the foyer. but
Really?
the step,
Or
like,
will they stay the same?
what do you call it, the platform. And in that estimate, everything is included except the steps, which that probably wouldn't be enough to.
So that's the 20,680.
But the steps are not included.
Yeah, the steps were, I didn't get the estimate for it on time,
Okay.
but I know for sure it won't be where I need to put it by.
So it includes the demo, just not the build back of the steps.
Right. Okay, then we have, the health department. They were in need of, it was requested last year that I see if I could get clear carpet and their, walls and stuff like a small duo at the department. And, those were some numbers right here where I got for the painting and the carpet and stuff, which, like I said, these are estimates.
And that's switching the carpet out to something.
Change it to, LVT or.
Okay, I see that. Okay.
Yeah. So. Then the painting of the walls and all that stuff, repairing and all that good stuff is 7,200. And then the gutters. They need on that building, the 200, the water connections and the health department both in need of gutter replacements. So that was included.
That estimate seems really reasonable.
You think,
Yes.
Or good work.
because he did it in a separate field, because they are divided, like, so that's why I requested them to do two. One for BOE and the other one for the health department.
And Crystal Painting Crew that has won the bid recently on several of them really does a nice job. They did the front of this building, but most recently, they were up in the old courthouse, in the courtroom. And they're gonna stain or I don't know what all that.
West End, look.
Anyhow, they redid a small section up there, but you can't tell where
It
it
looks
was.
nice.
I mean,
We've had him do some work for us.
yeah.
It's nice.
I mean,
Yeah.
and he was back a couple different times to get it just right, but I'll tell you, he's the most particular
Yeah.
painter I've ever experienced.
He's not rushed. He's gonna do it right. Yeah.
And, let's go back because we let you know that the cost is different because it's like, $17,997 difference, 37% difference. That's because of $20,000, I asked for 190. But when, I added a few more projects that was requested that I get estimates for, that's why the price, that if you were looking at mine, 580, it says I request 190. Well, that, because I had to add the 17,997, 31, that made the difference of $207,997, 31 cents.
This is, I have a question on this one. I haven't gotten to it yet.
Oh, yeah, now this is,
Can we do that?
Well, as a matter of fact, this project has already been vetted with Penny Walker.
That's who I'm asking about.
and Penny Walker
I was like,
in their executive committee. I was
Okay.
told, I was told that they had approved it.
I must say, I need to look at this, and we haven't gone through the stores.
And there's some, I'd like to explain it, there's some rationale here. Those solid doors
Yeah,
are very intimidating to the public, especially if somebody's never been to our building. They don't know if they can go in, they knock, they wonder if they're in the correct place.
right.
And when you can look in through the glass panels, you can see that it's an office and you get a glance at either Warren or Renee. But what we've talked about doing is,
See me when I walk in.
and actually, Ms. Hunter has given us the name of a contractor that does historic work,
Okay,
who did a lot of the work there. But our goal is security in that we would like to harden that entrance with electronic magnetic lock. So that if somebody at Warren's desk or Renee's desk were to see a situation developing outside, or maybe someone approaching that they're not comfortable with, they can push a button and those magnets will lock those doors.
okay.
And we'd also like to see about bulletproof.
I'm absolutely for the upgrade. I was highly concerned that we were just about to upset some people in this county, that's all.
We very first went to Ms. Barker with this, and she's been our liaison and champion on this.
Then, yeah, you have me.
Okay.
I want to say that I'm not gonna be liable for anybody that does make it in, because I would in fact hide if they do in fact make it in. So y'all are on your own. Saying for the record.
Look, and it may be that we all want to have one of those.
Right.
We all might need to have one of those buttons, because it could be an afternoon where we're in a meeting like this, and it's either Samantha or Victoria back there in finance, and they watch those monitors too, so they may need to have that same thing. Scott Pierce is working on the
Yeah.
electronics,
Yeah,
and we don't
the sheriff and somebody.
broadcast a lot, but we've got panic buttons at every
Yeah.
workstation, including the commissioner's
right.
table.
Put it back.
And I think,
I know what it was down there, like.
yeah,
telephone.
I think at your suggestion, Pierce has been looking at some,
I asked about the cards for all access for all buildings, and I did apologize, like, last step out, I sprayed until Monday, I said, could you get some prices together? Because finance was talking about, our tax office was talking about the difficulty with having carrier keys come in and out, there's no quick entry and exit for anything there. So I didn't know if that would tie in to that type system. But-
and again, I've got some color slides, but we've got the exterior and the interior. On the interior, we'd like to leave those doors, the original wooden doors in place, and just leave them open. So you'll still see the historical entryway. But I really think from the customer perspective, it's really nice if people can see somebody when they walk in.
Definitely more.
And while I'm on that, I want to segue into another entryway. When citizens come into our offices, they ought to be set up where they're greeted by somebody. So when they go to the tax office, they see people behind the glass, the folks collecting the water bills, they see people. In our county annex building, if somebody goes to visit our board of elections, they don't see anyone. And we've got workstations set up there behind bulletproof glass, which would be a really nice place for somebody to have a workstation. And I just think from a customer service standpoint, because some people go to the building and they're lost. And they pull in and say, look, I just need directions, how do I get to the mill pond? How do I get to the county manager's office? And you've got to either buzz or knock, or I just think from a customer service standpoint, it'd be something for the board to think about, encouraging that.
You got my European.
No, I'm talking about board elections at the county annex building. I just think when somebody, especially in that sort of business, people need help. They have lots of questions. Do I need to?
I mean, almost every time I've gone in there, there's been somebody sitting at the front desk at the window.
Okay,
And like, the handful of times I've gone in the past few months, there's always been somebody, yeah.
And maybe they're changing up. Because I know from time to time, they talk about storage space. Well, they've got a part-time worker set up with an executive office where I would think that person would be stationed.
Yeah, I know, I would say, every time I've walked in, I haven't had to wait for anybody, like, there's somebody usually right there, it's been Miss Monjetta, I can't remember the other lady that comes in there, comes with ones, but there has been somebody there at least.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, because I've had people tell me that they weren't sure what to do because they didn't see it.
You always build your, it's kind of like you, I would recommend those doors, because even if you had somebody.
I mean, that
Out
means
there.
a little bit more signage there, because when you walk in, it don't really know what goes where, because I mean, I think often, if I was to come in and didn't know where to go, I'm gonna walk back towards your office more, just because that hallway looks more like where I'm supposed to go. Than not,
Well, maybe we may want to talk to the historic society about what sort of sign that would.
and it could be a standalone sign, it doesn't have to be something that's adhered to anything, it could be.
Or put a secretary or somebody out there, if that, no, sign, well, relate.
You want somebody to scream, I can tell the person I was like, I've been looking at her for that, like, you want somebody to sit outside your office door?
I mean, we're gonna put some tables like that. I think we're gonna get it looking a little
Well,
Right,
more welcoming, don't you feel like?
I
we're all
think the
around?
sign that she just got up there,
Yeah, that is
like just
good.
walking in and seeing that even made me think, okay, you're in the right place.
Well, that's not gonna stay out.
Well, it looks good.
Thank you.
Keep it somewhere.
I mean, that is, yeah, we were excited to.
It looks good.
It does.
We may want to have different ones from time to time.
Right.
I mean, if that's true, we might want to change up and be. It is, because we haven't had things in.
How to go between commissioners.
Yeah.
So the only thing I have planned on the lawyer
Yeah.
is we've got those tables from the jail. And they're being refurbished and cleaned up. I wanted one specifically for beside my office as an informational table.
Yeah.
Not a drop off type deal, but specifically an informational table, because not everybody goes in that hallway. We'll have others for more so decorations.
Yeah,
But I mean, I would say a majority of people, you know,
yeah,
we have to lean back, but I do address them. So, you know, they're getting greeted one way or the other, whereas Perry's in the correct.
I mean, you walk in, you're
I
gonna see
see
it,
it, exactly.
like,
I won't be very hidden and I'm fine. Yeah. Be sitting.
But
anyway.
as far as, the utilities and all that good stuff, of course, we are all aware of the cost has been increased, highly increased due to what's going on, whatever, but, I did, ask for a little bit more.
Maybe it's Dominion, I can say, we've received a letter, because this affects Crystal and Water Department. Dominion in February increased by 9 and some change %. And this is after we've already budgeted, so 9%. So, and that was after, I think they did a 4% right at budget time. So we were able to plan for that, but this 9%, so we're going ahead and thinking, okay, so we've got 9% hitting here. Are they gonna hit us with another 4% come June or July?
Was there any other kind of big increase like that last year, after, I mean, before the payment, like, they usually come big and then before, so maybe not.
Maybe not, hopefully. But we're starting to see a trend. I mean, it's going up every year, obviously, but that big hit right there, and then you were going ahead. So I know that water did the same thing. They've tried to put that cushion in there, so we see that higher utility bill.
Right.
It may not really be that high.
Yeah, it might be that high but they've got to prepare for it, because if they get hit with another one like they did this year,
Yeah,
I mean.
so No, I mean, I get electric is going up everywhere.
And natural gas,
All of it. The,
yeah.
the request for the generator for social services, what do they have now? Is this replacing something? Is this already has they have nothing?
We've been phasing those in,
Right.
a couple of buildings at a time.
I just didn't know if they have anything there at this point. Okay.
And the reason why I requested is because they do have after hours where they have to stay when they take in a child. And you just never know if, I mean, they have been down there, and I'm not trying to sell nobody nothing, I'm just saying, they have had parts where they had to actually stay overnight with kids, where they have taken, and you don't ever know when a storm gonna come up. You just never know what's gonna put them like that, and then that's for their liability and will, you know, to cover them.
We kept
will
kids
have.
that were dispatched one night because they couldn't get in, so yeah, they definitely
So,
stay in.
I have a larger staff.
yeah,
Okay. I was just curious, but I wasn't sure if it was a replacement thing or if it's
I
just
would really like if we could get a grant, but
there.
that's another story.
Well, I'm gonna put grant question mark right here.
Right.
Okay.
That would help.
Is he working on a proposal quote for the rebuild of the steps? You said he's,
Yes.
yes, so we'll have that come in at some point.
Right.
Right, and this is, right, okay. Health department makes sense. Services.
Anything else you would like?
Well, you may have another add-on. And it's kind of a repeat, because I know getting the contractor to do it, we've been asked to, look at the exhaust fan for the health and extension kitchen.
The vent, yes, because they've asked for that, they mentioned it before, last couple of years, now, for the, what they call it, the hood vent in the kitchen. Over the gas stove. There was a question behind that, it didn't, I'm not sure. There was something that came in, I do remember now, but I don't remember what it was.
I was in the process of doing it, and the inspector and the engineer at the time, it's been a couple of years back, it's been back.
So maybe if we could do
They
your,
came up with something, so I could read.
if we could redo that, that would be, just a markup on what it would be, that would be nice. Okay.
Mr. Williams, you have a question for me?
So we have any other
That's
questions?
gonna give you later,
Oh,
just a matter of line items, where we put this stuff in.
okay.
And Crystal's got one of the newest lease vehicles, it's the smaller, is it a Maverick, is that what they call it?
Yes, with the recall already.
No, I'm sorry, but you, I hope you're getting better gas mileage, and
I'm scared to drive it because they said something about the front end might be something. Right?
Have you had a recall on
It's a recall and they don't know what the recall is.
it? All we do is gotta get it fixed, they don't even know how to fix it yet.
Right,
Oh, that's
You
fine.
got a recall on something, they don't know how to repair it.
yeah. Just say, be careful, don't have red.
well, I've got a 30-year-old pickup truck, if you want to borrow it. for a couple of days.
I bet you're holding better than this new stuff.
Well, I don't have any other questions. Well, thank you, ma'am. You're welcome. Now we're trying to, yeah, y'all made me feel better with that. Already talked to Miss Penny and Miss Kay, 'cause
We would have never.
I was gonna
we
like, no,
would have
big
never
deal.
bought that for you.
I am not interested in even looking at the piece of paper.